like we don't love each other anymore, and we don't. I don't feel it in our community anymore. I felt it, like I said, I felt it in my grandmother's generation, like the love, the family oriented attitudes and values, the care we had for each other, the community. We've lost our community, and I
Yeah.
think Jimmy was talking about that in Dialogue Antique, that this is probably, he mentioned that this could be the reason why our suicide rates are going up, because we're so divided, right? We've lost that sense of community, that sense of we are here for each other. If you don't have something, I got you. Like if your
Connection.
husband passes away, I'm gonna be there to help you. I'm gonna come and help your kids can come over to my house, and play with my kids. Like, we don't have that anymore. Literally, like, one example I can give, my niece, like, she I live in a community, in a place where there's other kids, right? She literally stands and stares at them, because like the parents don't want them to play together, because it's like, I don't know you, so I don't want your kids to play with my kids. But then I'm just like, but they're innocent. This is how we create a generation of people that connects. We just get people together, right?
Yeah.
um and I
COVID has
see,
made that so much worse.
yeah, COVID has just destroyed that. It's just destroyed that. But even before COVID, I noticed that it was a thing. Like, it was starting to go there, and I think COVID just reinforced it. Just made it sure that let's make this concrete and let's divide people. And yeah, but I grew up. I would say I grew up with the privilege of having maybe the remnants of that the rest of that society be still be there. So I played with all the kids in my community. We all got along. We were all friends. I could go get a cup of tea and something to eat at my neighbor's house. They'll give us like fruits and stuff, and see us like climbing the trees. It was. But now you see someone saying, look at that kid climbing my tree. Like, I'm gonna go to its mom and tell them, like, tell your kid to stop coming to my. It's like, when did we lose our community? When did we lose this? You know?
I wonder where it stems from. When you said that we've lost the love of each other, it really made me think that maybe it's because we don't know how to love ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And loving ourselves, obviously, it's not an easy journey. Uh, it's a struggle. I know I struggle with that
Mm-hmm.
still. I've come a long way, but I feel like maybe part of the reason is because we don't care for ourselves. We don't know how to show up for ourselves, nurture ourselves. And
Yeah,
then how will we do that for other people when we don't even do it for ourselves?
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think there's a lot of lack of self love, and a lot of things in our community, in our society, is reinforcing that. Like, you're forced to be productive. You're forced to be working. You're forced to just neglect your needs, neglect your feelings, and just be a citizen of this country or this society or whatever. Like, we've forced people into these boxes that they need to stay in. So who has time to start to think about loving themselves when they're struggling to,
To
like,
survive.
to survive? This, I think, these are the things that really brings it back to our system and our society. Like, is it catering for people? Are we build Do we have a system that encourages people to thrive, encourages well-being and happiness, or do we have a system that just encourages whoever wins wins and whoever loses loses?
Squeezing productivity
Yeah,
out of
out
every
of.
second and every person, no matter what the expense, what the cost.
Mm-hmm. So it definitely has a role to play in that as well. And I think, like I said, to go back, I believe at the root of it all, the solution, one of the solutions, not all of it, is social action. We need to be the ones to say, hey, this isn't okay. Like, wait a minute. Like, is this okay? Am I okay? Am I happy? Why am I not happy? What are the reasons that I'm not happy? Like, what needs to change in my life? We're not taking time to do that, to check in with ourselves, to do that introspection. You can say, look within ourselves to see where is the issue, where is the problem, and how can I change it. And a lot of the times, if we just take the time to do that, we realize that a lot of it is external as well, not just internal. Because even the internal is influenced by the external. The trauma that you went through, how you were raised, how your family went through difficulties because of poverty or because of social injustice and all of that, that reflects in your body, and that is a product of society, right? So I think we need to shift away from this whole thing when it comes to even mental illness, to blame people for their mental illness, to say that it's a deficiency within that person. Ça dit moun pas fort, ça dit monify, or mentally they're not capable. Maybe, just maybe, could be that we have a system and a community and a society that is causing that person to be dealing with these things.